Hole in the heart. I am still preaching, by the way. Some of us have come to a place where life has taken our voice. I know you are in church right now. I know you are looking beautiful. I know you dance. I know you dance. I know you did all the new dance steps. But me and you know that the dance is only a parade, is a charade. Me and you know that the dance is a cover-up so that people do not think, okay, my case is the worst. I know you are in church. The only reason why you are in church is because you are in church for church's sake. It's Sunday. You've been brought up to go to church. You don't want people to ask, why are you not in church? You don't want pastor to send somebody, why am I not in church? You see, because the pain you're feeling is the pain that only you can feel. There are pains you cannot share with anybody. They are so deep. They are so secret. And it's not because you don't want to share. Your heart is crying out. Tell somebody. You want to tell somebody. You see, but we live in an age, we live in a period, we live in a time where it's not all secrets that you share with people. Otherwise, you will become the preaching topic, you will become the prayer topic, you will become the evangelism topic, you will become the blog topic, and you will become the topic for everything that you don't even know which one is hurting more, whether the real pain or the pain becoming a topic. And so you cover. How many of you know what I'm talking about? And so you hide it and you laugh. You make everybody feel you are okay. And your language has become God is faithful and it is well. And we know that it is not well, but what can we say? I'm a child of God. I need to confess faith, so it is well. And so you just keep going. There's no food in your house. How are you doing? It is well. But when you get home at night, and there is the part that really gets to me. When you get home at night, everybody is sleeping. You are awake. You've watched that series 1,000,001 times over, but you are still watching it. You are on your phone. You are watching all the comedy just to get yourself laughing, just to forget the pain. But you see, that is the time that when you are watching all those clips, the clip that relates to the pain begins to pop up on your screen. And so the run you are trying to run away, you actually run into. You are coming closer to the pain. Something is pulling you closer to the pain. And then when you are all dataed out or you are battered out, you want to sleep. And then you sleep. After 5 minutes, something wakes you up. You think that it is morning. But when you check the time, you've only slept for like 5 minutes. The pain come back. Sometimes you will just touch your eyes and find out that tears you really didn't know is falling down your eyes. How many of you know what I'm talking about at this morning? I came to talk about the pain, the hole in your heart. You see, it is a hole that you are trying to fill, but it cannot fill. Now, let me hold that for a moment and come to tell you something I researched when I put out this topic. I put out the medical version of a hole in the heart, and they talked about it so much. I don't understand all the medical terms, but then I came to understand there are ones that are life-threatening. There are ones that can be repaired. And there are some that just generally repairs itself. Medical people, am I speaking? In those who are in the medical field, I found out that there are holes that can just repair themselves. And they say that a lot of people have holes in their heart and they are just moving around with it. It's not threatening. But I'm not talking about the holes that are not threatening. In Nigeria today, everybody is having a hole that is not life-threatening. Come on, fuel is about 700 naira. I saw somebody post Indomie yesterday, 21,000 something Indomie, Indomie, like Indomie. Ooh. I mean, Indomie. And so we all have holes in our heart. But I'm here to talk about the hole that needs some repair. I'm here to talk about the hole that is life-threatening. The pain you cannot share. The ones you have nowhere. And then some people, like I was trying to say earlier, you've come to a place where the only reason you are in church right now is because you have to be in church. Left to me and you, you know that you don't want to come to church. And it's not because you don't have transport to come to church. It's because you have come to a place where you feel like God has failed you. How many of you have come to a point where you begin to feel like God has failed you? Come on, can I see your hand up? Yes. I know what I'm talking about. Don't be too righteous. God is not in the mood to kill you this morning. I remember that the first code of worship is truth. So you have to, God, see, between me and you, let's be factual, you have failed me. And because I've been serving you from childhood up to this moment, I still can't afford 3 square meal. Bob Risky is not serving you. The guy is flaunting gold. So I don't understand this kind of God I'm serving. How many of you have asked him? I don't know that. Me, I know I've asked him, God, excuse me, what kind of a God are you that I will be here serving you? Have you seen those pastors, those old men? They have served God all their life, but nothing to show for it. Now you know what I'm talking about. You are in the choir, you sing and sing until your voice will crack, yet you can't find a job. You are in the prayer band, you pray and pray and pray. You still cannot pay your children's school fees. No, the school fees is not 1 million. The school fees is just 15,250 kobo. The only one you have is the 50 kobo on top. The other balance is missing somewhere. Who knows what I'm talking about? And so you are wondering, God, where are you? But you still need to come to church. You're coming to church is just to come, not to serve God now, but to forget the pain. Oh, trust highest dimension. They can get you dancing. They can ginger you up. Oh, trust the light. The light is beautiful. The camera guys are all snapping. So when they come close to you, you want to smile. So that when I see the picture later on, I know you are beautiful. But that is all face. Inside you, the Bible calls it dead man bones. Inside you is pain. Inside you is thinking. There is a hole in your heart. And what that hole is doing is that the hole is stopping you from serving God. And the pain has become too much that you are now finding it difficult to serve God. That's why when we sing songs like Holy, 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 your hand is too heavy to raise up. It's not because you cannot raise your hand up. It's because you are wondering, I beg God, did this guy holy, holy? Please, can we do something else and just get to the part of the praise and worship? Well, all the holy, holy, I have been holy. What has come out of the holy, holy? Am I talking to someone? Hole in the heart. My problem is not the hole in the heart. My problem is that the hole in the heart has dragged you away from help. I know a lot of people who come to church when we say pray. What is the point of praying? See, there are times I've seen some things and then they say pray. As I'm seeing it on Facebook, before they even finish the pray, I just scroll past. My mind is, I beg God, they pray when we don't pray. Well, how many answers have we got? I beg. Let me go and watch the video. Hole in the heart. You've been seeking for that job. The job is not coming. Hole in the heart. You have prayed. You have given tithe. You have given offering. You know why people are fighting tithe? Say, don't pay tithe. It's because all the one they have paid, they say, God will open you up the windows of heaven. But you've been paying tithe. You've not even seen small fee. Not to talk of the whole windows opening. You've not even seen a hole opening. Nothing has come forth. So they are now telling you what is the point paying tithe. Because there is seemingly no result. Hole in the heart. And you see what the hole in the heart does is that it begins to recycle. It brings you to a place where you can no longer worship. It brings you to a place where you can no longer pray. It brings you to a place where you can no longer trust. It brings you to a place where you can no longer believe. Your concentration is getting the hole healed, but you are going about it all the wrong place. You know, people with liver problem, they say don't take Maganin Garagaja, but that's the one they are taking. They think they are getting help, but they're actually killing themselves. You see, because Margarin Gargaja does not go well with the liver. The liver has been programmed to function in a particular way, in a particular format. I don't know if I'm talking, all the medical people can answer that. You know, hole in the heart. This morning I want to talk about worship with the pain, or worship through the pain. That hole, pass through it and worship. That pain, pass through it and worship. Just one more time. There's a song that says, one more time, Lord. One more time, Lord. Just one more time. Just take that step one more time. No, not the show off. The one more time. Can we see a little bit about the story of Hannah? The Bible says, and her adversary, her rival, he said, tortured her. But instead of Hannah running away and complaining, that's what most of us do. We have carried the hole in the heart. Instead of coming to worship, we have stepped out of the altar. We might be in church, but we are not in church. The hole has made us to become complainant. We are now complaining to everybody. Yes, indirectly you have been employed in the Complainant Commission of Nigeria. So your job is complaining to everybody. Every church I have gone to, nobody is helping me. Every pastor I have met, nobody is helping me. I'm still looking for scripture that says your answer is in a pastor or your answer is in a church. So they left the altar. They are pouring the pain on the pastor. The pastor has his or her own hole in the heart, but you just that you are not seeing it. So you see, you cannot repair a hole in the heart with a hole in the heart, and you can repair a hole in the heart with a hole that has been repaired. I know the scripture that said there was a spear that passed through here, and a spear that passed through here, creating a hole in his hand. And so can I tell you that you can repair a hole in the heart with a hole in the hand? He was nailed, creating a hole in the hand. You just need to bring the heart to that hole. It's a perfect fit. How do I bring the heart to the hand? Is when I come to the altar. Can I still worship when the job is not there? Can I still worship when my husband walks away? Can I still worship when the father, the breadwinner, dies? Can I still worship when my wife walks away? Can I still worship when my children are thrown out of school? Can I still worship? And when there is no food in the house, can I still say, Father, I thank you for yet another day? Yes, there might not be food in the hand, but I'm still going to thank you. The three Hebrew children say, "Oh King, live forever." Even if the God we serve is unable to save us, yet shall we not bow. But you have a God who is able to save, but you are not coming to the altar to worship. There is a hole in the heart. The answer you are looking for to repair the hole in the heart is in the altar. You don't need to worship in pretense. You just need to worship in reality. That's why I don't go for musical concerts these days. Because I go to music concert, people are ministering on the altar. And as a matter of fact, that's why most of them don't like coming here for when we have music concert, because I'm not going to allow you to stand outside and be gisty. You go to program, the whole hall is filled, maybe up to 500 people. You only find 150 people inside the hall. The other 250 are outside gisting, discussing what has no relevance to the program or to God or to anything. And they come in with a hole in the heart, and they go back with a hole in the heart. And then they begin to complain that God no longer cares. People are asking, does God care? People are asking, is God alive? People are asking, is Calvary true? People are asking, did he really die? People are asking, does he love me? People are asking questions. See, the question is on the altar. The question is in your worship. The Bible says Hannah went to the altar. 1 Samuel chapter 1. It says she went to the altar and she knelt down and she poured her heart. She wasn't pouring her heart in pretense. She was pouring her heart in reality. Many people right here in church are not even hearing what I'm saying because your mind is filled with pain. I know you want to hear me. I know it's not your fault that you are not hearing me. It's because the pain is too much. See, I understand. I have been there. How can you tell me to worship when my children are out of school? How can you tell me to worship when I go home there is nothing to eat? How can you tell me to worship when it's shame on my left, disgrace on my right, insult in front of me, so many behind me? How can you tell me to worship? But that is when God says worship. That is when the psalmist says worship. For I will serve God through the pain. In serving him through the pain is the repair. This morning, I don't know the pain in your heart. I don't know the hole in your heart. I just need one person who will say, I am tired of bearing this burden. He said, cast all your cares upon me. I need somebody who will cast his care upon him. I need somebody who will pour out the pain. I need somebody who will worship with that hole in the heart. No, not somebody who will complain. Some people, if I go through your jotter, I am going to find a list of people you have already prepared to beg, to ask for help. And you've been doing that over and over, and they keep saying no, they keep saying no, they keep saying no, yet you keep going back. The reason why you are going back is not because you didn't hear the first no. It's because let me try one more time, and let me give it another shot, let me shoot my shot, let me do whatever it is I want to do. And then you keep saying no. The shame and disgrace, you don't even bother about it. You can laugh at me all you want. I just need answers. Can I tell you that you are looking for the answers in the wrong place? The answer is on the altar. The answer is in your worship. This morning when we were worshiping, and when I was singing the song, Holy, 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 a lot of people were just looking at me. You didn't know that that was the repair to that pain. Tell your neighbor, enough of worshiping him only in comfort. You see, the reason why you are not finding answers is because you are not worshiping him in pain. You are only worshiping him in comfort. You're only worshiping him when you just bought a new clothes. I know Pastor Zion, anytime he's wearing a new clothes, his worship just goes a little bit off board. He's going everywhere. You've got to see me that I'm putting on some new clothes today. And my shoes are shiny. My face, they show. And then he's walking. He's playing the tambourine. He's like, can you see me? I've got some good clothes on. And to some people, that's only when you worship them. But how do you worship him when your child is on life support in the hospital? But you see, that is when you should worship him better. And you see, because the healing is in the worship. I want to encourage somebody with a hole in the heart. I want to encourage somebody with a pain in that heart. I want to encourage somebody who that life sentence has been passed on by reason of that sickness, by reason of that disease. You don't have to die. You only have to worship. You don't have to cry. You only have to worship. Yeah, you don't have to endure that shame anymore. You only have to worship. I need somebody who will say, I just came to worship. I know there is pain in my heart, but I've come to worship. I hear a lot of people, they tell me, I didn't come to church because my child is sick. Me and my wife, we are looking after. If there are people close to me, I ask you, so have you been able to heal the child? You see, the mistake you are making is, if the child is on admission, leave the child on admission with the mother and carry the child in the spirit realm and say, God, there is a hole in my heart because my child is sick, but this is the child on your altar. You finish preparing for that wedding. 1 month to the wedding, something suddenly goes wrong and it is called off. Come on, don't look at me and act all strange and bold and say, me, I don't even care before. You care. If you didn't care, why did you allow me get to 2 months to the wedding before something happened? You would have backed out long ago. No, don't put up that strong face with me. Sometimes it is okay to cry, but bring the cry to the altar. It is okay to roll on the floor, but bring it to the altar. It is okay not to have food in the house. You don't have to pretend about it. And you might not have to tell all of us, but you can tell the only one who can heal. The only one who said, I wish above all things that thou mayest prosper. He said, prosper. That means there should be food in your house. You can bring it to him. Now, if you are sick, then he says, and be in good health. You can bring it to him. Now, there is a hole in your heart. And as your soul prospers, is a complete scripture. Whichever side of the curtain, there is a healing, there is a provision, there is encouragement, there is favor, there is help, there is support. You are only the one walking away from it. This morning, on this altar, can you help me take this away? On this altar, I see healing, I see help, I see support, I see favor, I see finances, I see jobs, I see visa, I see children, I see marriage, I see everything, but you are too far. You are looking for help in the wrong places. Your help is in your worship. If I can worship with smile when I'm putting on new clothes, I will still come worship. But this time I am coming with tears, but I'm bringing it. Oh God, I like to let my tears drop on the altar so that it will register as a memorial. You think I don't shed tears sometimes? I do it, but I do it on the altar. You think I don't have holes in my heart sometimes? Oh, there are holes in my heart. Right now, there are so many holes. And if I drink water now, all the water will just come out because the holes are too much. Auntie Nurse has succeeded in making sure that every part of my body has holes through injection. So when I drink water, all of them will just pop. But you don't get to see the hole. I do it on the altar. I worship. And you know what? Every time I come to worship, oh God, I don't like this, but I love you yet. The pain is too much, but I thank you that I'm still alive to feel the pain. Some people are dead, they can't feel no pain. I can feel the pain because I'm alive and I'm grateful. And because I'm grateful that I'm alive, I have confidence in you that this hole will be repaired, this hole will be healed. I love you. Through the tears, I love you. And then I rise up. The Bible said the man rose up and he was justified. He rose up. He was made whole. He said, rise up and be made whole. Every time Jesus said, rise up, he put be made whole. Somebody needs to be made whole. The whole can be made whole. Can you rise up on your feet? That's why I started with this song, I've made you too small. Because a lot of people, the reason why they are not coming to the altar is because they no longer, the pain has become too much. They no longer believe that there will be help. Can I announce something to you? The man you are running to for help is only God that will channel his heart to help you. That is what you don't know. For no man received a thing until it be given to him from on high. That man that gave you 2 naira, it is the man that gave you, but it is God that impressed on his heart. Have you not begged people and they said no? And because those people have not been released to bless you.